Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start Unit 4 of Class 9th Electronic Spreadsheet. In this unit we are going to learn about the concept of spreadsheet and the terms related to it. So first of all we have spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is derived from the word spread. It can be seen in context of the newspaper where two facing pages are spread across the centerfold and considered as one. Spreadsheet को spread word से लिया गया है. इसे आप ऐसे देख सकते हैं like you have a newspaper and when we open the newspaper, the two facing pages are spread across the center line and that page is considered as a one page. Same is the case with the spreadsheet. In our daily life, we need to perform so many calculations. We use our fingers or we use our mind for the simple calculations, but in case of the long calculations, we need a calculator. Earlier, the accounting records were maintained manually on the oversized sheet when the computers were not there, but it became difficult to maintain all the records on the sheets, such long sheets. So the need arose to maintain a large number of records, and that time the concept of spreadsheet came into account. So electronic spreadsheet is basically a long sheet of rows and columns on the computer screen which help us to do calculation and analysis of the data. Spreadsheet helps us to organize, calculate and manipulate the available data in a tabular format. Basically, spreadsheet is the sheet which is arranged in a tabular format. Tabular format means in the form of a table in which rows and columns are there. And when that sheet is inside the computer in the form of a software, that becomes electronic spreadsheet. Clear? Now we have some features of spreadsheets. First feature is spreadsheets have formulas and functions. Here you can see the formulas are the mathematical expressions like plus, minus, multiply, divide, and the functions are the built-in formulas. Built-in formulas are the formulas which have the capability to perform the mathematical operations on their own, जिनके जो वर्क है वो अपने आप उसके अंदर स्पेसिफाइड होता है. लाइक formulas help in performing the simple and complex calculations, whereas the functions help in calculating the percentage or the interest or the average, etc. Like we have the average function in the spreadsheet. By giving that average function and specifying the range, it shows us the average of that particular range. Similarly, if we want to find out the sum, so instead of using the plus sign, we can use the sum function to find the sum of a particular range. Second is formatting features. MS Excel spreadsheet provides us the features for formatting, that is for improving the appearance of the data. The font can be changed, the cells can be highlighted, which we'll learn in the later on chapters. Then it also has the search and replace facility, that is, suppose we have a table made up of the students in which the records of the students are there and we want to search the name of any particular student. So what we can do is we can just search by using the Control F option, and then if we want to replace that data by any other data, that can also be done. Next is the autofill feature. Autofill feature helps in entering the data automatically. Like suppose you have a long list of students, like you want to enter the list of 1 to 500, तो आप क्या करेंगे 1 और 2 आप simply उसमें specify करेंगे, select that range of cell and then there is a fill handle at the downside of the cell at the extreme right side. Just keep the mouse pointer there and drag it down जहाँ तक आप उसे लेकर जाना चाहते हैं. As soon as you drag it down, the numbers will automatically keep on coming in a series. It is not only for the numbers, आप इसे text पे भी apply कर सकते हैं. Suppose you want to write the months in a year, you only need to specify the 2 months, January and February, select them, drag to from the extreme downward side of the cell. Rest of the months will automatically typed or shown to you on the monitor screen. So autofill feature is a very important feature of spreadsheet. Next we have is charts. Charts is also an important feature as it converts the table in the form of table can be shown in the form of charts, which help us to see the data graphically and help us to compare the data. Like if we create a chart for the sales company, so it can just compare the annual sales of the 2 years, the last year and the current year. So it helps us to compare the data in an effective manner. Next we have is sorting and filtering the data. The data can be arranged in the ascending or descending order with the help of sorting feature. And if we want to take out some data out of a given big range of data, that can be done using the filter feature. Like suppose we have a sheet of students in which the record of students of particular class is there, and we want the data to be arranged according to the marks, that is from highest to lowest, so that we can see which child or the child who has got the highest marks or the lowest marks. Accordingly, we want to find out the ranks of the students, so we can apply the sorting operation. And suppose if we want the particular data of the students, for example, we want the students of a particular area of the city, we want to find out how many students come from that particular area, so we can use a filter feature. Then we have the auto updation of data. Auto updation of data, the data is automatically recalculated in the whole worksheet if any changes is made in a single cell. Suppose we have the marks of the students of 5 subjects and we are calculating the total. Suppose any of the student gets a mark change that is increased in any of the particular subjects. So what you can do is you just only need to enter the new marks, and formula if you have applied, the marks will get automatically updated. So auto updation of data can be done if the formula is applied, and it is very important feature, as अगर हम इसी काम को मैनुअली अगर पेजेस में या नोटबुक्स में या फाइल्स में करते हैं, तो आप अगर उसके मार्क्स में अपडेशन कर रहे हैं तो आपको टोटल में भी अपडेशन करना पड़ेगा. बट इन केस ऑफ स्प्रेडशीट दिस विल बी डन automatically, that is the auto updation. Clear? Next we have some popular spreadsheet software. Currently we have MS Excel, which you must have used earlier in the earlier classes also. Then we have LibreOffice Calc, OpenOffice Calc, Google Sheets, GNumeric, Wiki Calc, Apple Incorporation, Numbers. So here are some of the icons of the different softwares. The first one is MS Excel, and this is your LibreOffice Calc. Number 2, OpenOffice Calc. This is the icon of OpenOffice Calc. These are the spreadsheet softwares. Google Sheets, this is also a spreadsheet software. Apple का जो आपका numbers होता है software, that is also a spreadsheet software. And different more softwares are there. Basically these are the spreadsheet software which help us in the calculation and analyzing the data. Then we have the components of MS Excel. Now here you can see the screen of MS Excel. As soon as MS Excel opens, this type of screen is shown to you. If you are working in spreadsheet in your computer, either you can use MS Excel or LibreOffice Calc. So basically how to open MS Excel is, if you are working on Windows 10, click on the start button, go to Microsoft Office folder from in the all apps. Then in the Microsoft Office folder you will find Microsoft Office Excel. Just click on that particular option and your this screen will open. And in case of LibreOffice Calc, again you have to open the folder of LibreOffice particular software. It will also have the Calc software in it. From there you can just click on the spreadsheet option. Then here we have the title bar. The first bar is the title bar where the name of the file is written. By default in MS Excel the name is book 1, and this .xls.x is the extension which shows us the type of the file. If it is an Excel file, .xlsx, xls means Excel and x is extension. This is the Excel file. Similarly, if .docx is written, that will be your Word file. So basically the extension helps us to find the particular type of file. Below the title bar you will have some tabs. First is the file menu, then we have home, insert, page layout, data review, and so many tabs. Here home tab is selected, so you can see different groups are there. Clipboard, font, alignment, number, so many groups are there. And every group has different options. So like here is a font group, so it has the option to change the font size, change the font color, etc. And on the title bar at the extreme left side we have the quick access toolbar, which help us to add or delete the options which we use more frequently. Suppose we are working on the MS Excel, so we want to save so many pages. So what we can do is we can click on this one and add the save button here, so that in order to save the file we just quickly have to click on this one and click on the save button. There is no need to click on file menu again and again and then click on the save option. So basically quick access toolbar contains those commands, buttons or options by the help of which the work can be done quickly. At the right side you will see 3 control buttons: minimize, maximize and close. So this title bar and this tabs and this full groups and this full from area from tabs to the groups is called as ribbon. This part is generally same in all the MS Office softwares. The difference is after below, that is below this part. Here you can see this is address bar, or we say this as name box also, and this is the formula bar. Basically name box shows us the address of the current active cell. So here you can see this is the active cell. Now what is an active cell? A cell with rectangular boundary, that is a active cell which is highlighted. So here you can see it is in column D and row 4. So in the name box, what will be the address of the cell? D4. First the name of the column comes and the name of the row comes. Then we have is formula bar, which shows us the formula which we have typed in any cell, and if any result has come out of that formula, it will show us a result. Then we have these columns from A to, so many columns are there except D is the last column. Here you can see H column has been highlighted. The vertical section from top to bottom is a column, and the horizontal section from left to right is a row. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, these all are rows, and A, B, C, D, these are columns. At the downside you have 3 sheet tabs. These are the worksheets. By default there are 3 worksheets in MS Excel. By clicking on the plus sign you can insert more worksheets. You can rename the sheets also, and if you want to delete any particular sheet, right click on the sheet and click on the delete option. And below this we have the status bar, which shows us the page number or the number of words or the text typed in this one. At the right side we have the zoom slider. If you want to make the page to be shown big or small, that can be used. So this is the full interface of MS Excel. Then we have the components of LibreOffice Calc. It is also same. On the title bar, by default untitled one comes, and if you save the file with any particular name, that name will come here. In place of OpenOffice, it will come here LibreOffice Calc. Below this we have the menu bar. Top one is the title bar, below this is the menu bar. Below the menu bar we have 2 toolbars. The first bar is the standard toolbar, which has the standard options like cut, copy, paste, etc. And below the standard toolbar we have the formatting toolbar, which contains mostly the options to improve the appearance of the data which we have written in the sheet. It has the options to change the font, size, bold, italic, underline, alignment, and so many other options. Much options are similar to that of the Excel in this. Like there we had the name box, here also name box is there and formula bar is there. Columns, rows are same. Sheets, by default in this one sheet comes. Sheet can be added or deleted also. Then we have the status bar. So basically this A, B, C, D are known as column headers, and 1, 2, 3, 4 are known as row headers. Then we have is next part, that is some terms related to spreadsheets. First is the workbook. Here we have seen the worksheets. So basically when we just open the MS Excel or LibreOffice Calc, the first thing which you see there is the sheet 1. So basically that is a sheet, and when you save the file, that file which is saved, that is a workbook. So you can say workbook is a collection of worksheets in a single file. The MS Excel file or the LibreOffice Calc file is referred to as workbook, in which we work and store our data. By default, its name is book 1 in MS Excel and untitled one in LibreOffice Calc. And a worksheet, as discussed, a grid-like area which is made up of rows and columns where you enter data and work with it. Like your book is there, like your IT book is there, it has so many units. So the full book can be taken as a workbook, and the chapters or the units in the book can be taken as a worksheet. So what is a workbook? What is your book? Book is a collection of chapters. Similarly, what is a workbook? Workbook is a collection of worksheets. Next we have is rows run horizontally from left to right, 1, 2, 3. Columns run vertically from top to bottom, ABC. By default, Excel workbook में we have 3 sheets, and in Calc, LibreOffice, we have 1 sheet. The sheets can be added or deleted as per the requirement. Then what is a cell? Cell is the intersection of rows and columns. When the rows and columns intersect, they become a cell. And in cell we can enter the text, ABCD, numbers 1, 2, 3, formulas, plus, minus, multiply, functions, sum, average, etc. And the selected cell, जो आप select करके रखते हैं, that becomes highlighted with a green or dark black border. That is called an active cell. Then we have the name box and the formula box. So name box shows the cell address like A1. First the name of the column will come, then the name of the row. And the formula bar shows the characters and the formulas that you enter in an active cell. Okay. Next topic is range of cells. Basically, range refers to the series of values between the other two values. So we can say the cell range is a collection of cells within a row or column. Let us understand with this an example. The range between 1 and 5. If I talk about two numbers, 1 and the other number is 5. So in this range, the numbers 2, 3 and 4 also come. So this is the range of a cell. We have three types of ranges in Excel spreadsheet, that is column range, row and column range. Column range refers to the range of cells which are spread across a column, and in this type of range the column is constant. For example, we have B1 to B5. So in this range B2, B3 and B4 also come. So you can see here that B column is constant and the rows are changing from 1 to 5. Second we have is row range. It refers to the range of cells which are spread across a row, and in this type of range the row number is constant. आप यहाँ देख रहे हैं B to F, it is changing, but the row number, that is 5, it is same. Then we have the row and column range. It is the number of cells spread across the row and column both. Column range is for particularly columns, row range is particularly for rows, and row and column range आपका दोनों के लिए होता है. Here both will change. B is getting changed to F, 3 is getting changed to 10. So we have three types of ranges: column range, row range and row and column range. Now we have the assignment part. The first question is, what is a spreadsheet? We have discussed here. Name three important features of spreadsheet. This also we have discussed. Mention any 4 spreadsheet software. Then the next question is, define a workbook. How is formula bar different from name box? And define cell range in MS Excel. All the topics we have discussed in the video. Do this assignment in your fair. We have is the activity. The first question says, write the cell address of the following: first row and first column. All of you know that when we write the cell address, first the name of the column comes and then the name of the row comes. So the first column is A and the first row is 1. So here the cell address will be A1. Similarly, you have to write down the cell address of first row and last column, then first column and last row. Next question is, give the range for the following: all the cells of the row 6 from column C to H. Here you can see row is constant and column is changing. When the column is changing and row is constant, it is a row range. So what will be the answer here? C6 to H6. C6, then the symbol of colon which specifies the range. Similarly, you have to give the range for all the cells of column D from rows 3 to 15, and then all the cells from column F row 4 to column L row 9. So second one is the column range and the third one is row and column range both. So this is your activity. This is also to be done in the notebook. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.